Good evening, everybody. I have a couple more announcements I'd like to make for this week, and I have to confess that I'm not particularly happy about the first one. If you know me well enough, you might know that I'm not in favour of having alts in raid guilds. I think they're a distraction, and I don't think they help us with our goal of achieving new content, killing new bosses. And I'm really in favour of keeping the guild only with what it needs, a very minimalist professional approach. However, I'm not necessarily in the majority in this, and I know that a lot of you do enjoy playing your alts, and that the game of Warcraft has changed, and with the introduction of things like guild rewards, reputation, achievements, it really is in our interest to have alts in the guild. So beginning this week, we will be allowing alts in the guild. We'll make a new rank, and we'll start inviting them, and you are welcome to have as many as you like. And I do want to make clear, though, that regarding things like main changes, or raiding on alts, that's strictly a no-no. You are, as far as I'm concerned, as a member of the guild, I'm only really interested in your raiding main, and they're the only ones to be allowed to come to raids. And if you want to use alts to support your main in terms of consumables and support the guild in terms of achievements, that's great. But for raiding, it's strictly a mains only affair. There will still be no spec changes or main changes until expansions come along, so I will be keeping that quite strict. The next thing I'd like to talk about is something that came up in our officers meeting last night, which is the event server. I know a few of you have been having trouble with the lag or logging in, so thanks to Aquarian for doing some research, and we're going to try using a new program called Mumble, which we have set up a server for, and we're going to give it a try in this week's raid. So we'll post the details for that with this announcement. And if you could all have that installed and registered, and if you could also log in with your character's name as your ID, it's a lot easier for identifying people, particularly for new recruits, so everyone knows who's speaking. The next thing I'd like to talk to you about is we're going to try introducing a third raid night unofficially on Monday, and it won't be a compulsory raid. We'll be going to Throne of the Four Winds, which is a kind of introductory instance. There's no trash, just two bosses, as a recruitment tool. So we'll keep a couple of spaces open for puggers to come along and see how we run things, and then we can direct them to the website and hopefully use that to boost our numbers. So if you'd like to come along, that's great. You will be expected to read strategies, bring consumables, and reply to the invite on the calendar if you're going to be coming along. But there's no requirement to do so, and it'll be a bit of fun and hopefully get us some new members. And lastly, I just want to say thank you for your responses to the last announcement. Almost everybody's replied, which is great, and it is a good way for us to clean the slate and make sure we are all on the same page in terms of what's expected from the guild. All new recruits are going to be held to the same standards to keep everything fair and transparent. And if you do have any questions or concerns, of course, just come and speak to me. So I think that's all for now. Thanks for your good work last week. We got 3 new bosses down, which is great, and I'll see you all online. Thanks.